inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. Rolled into the end zone in this crowd. Seizing it up.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And now we get a look at Trinidad Chambliss, coming off a 400-yard, 3-touchdown outing in his last appearance. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Finds a man by himself. What a cut. Now just keeps moving. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. He'll take it himself.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Keep that field goal unit on the sideline. It's 4th and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Buying some time. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Right back to the well. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Rebels are marching down the field.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
The run to the right. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll run it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Smashes through the tackle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Extra point here will tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's reeled in. It's Wingo. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off for Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. So first down here as they go back to work. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Manning. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Smothers. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The sure hands, it's Alexander. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Off play action. Takes the easy completion. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out.
Turning it on. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wingo. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Finds his man. It's Townsend. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Smothers. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be second and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Longhorns with the first and 10.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Down. Arch Madness. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Got enough space. And he waltzes in with a score. Touchdown, Texas.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their back.
It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Texas offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Oh, better look out. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. This will likely be the last play of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. On the move, he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in
Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Colorado, taking on the number 16 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets
maybe a crease. Still on his feet. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Number 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Running inside. It's Smothers. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On first down, it's Brown again. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Maybe some room here. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Quick completion to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. The defense getting penetration and stopping him behind the line. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quick handoff. And they get him down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Right back to the well. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And there he goes! The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Arch to throw. Got a man. It's Townsend. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Trying to run, it's Smothers. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Arch is going to throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Pass to 50. The 30. Pass the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. There's a crease. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
Hold and fire complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Manning from the gun on third down. Puts it out of the air. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quickly complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. It's third and goal and third and long. Keeps it himself. And they swarm him under.
Man, interesting play call on third and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got fourth down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And off from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of it.
Going to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Odom. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wants to pass. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Wingo. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the catch. It's Cook. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. The run inside. It's Frazier. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Connection to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line, and they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. The 50. The 30. The 20. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Texas. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Haas. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys